Joey, what was your kind of your point of view of what happened yesterday? It looked like you were walking away and you heard something and you went back, and that's when things kind of happened.
Stuff like that happens on the field all the time. And, I've been thrown out of games before. That's going to happen in a career. I suppose there's some players that haven't been ejected, but that's not me. And stuff like that happens when you're competing. I'm thinking about this last night in bed, and my mom always told me I had my father's temper and my late father's temper. And I was thinking about, as today being Father's Day, I was thinking about, would he have been proud? And he would have, for sure. So happy Father's Day, everyone.
Joey, was it just the fact that the home plate umpire chimed in that kind of upset you, or was there something else?
Oh, the specifics of it, it's not as entertaining if I give you the ins and outs of it, So, it doesn't really matter. I mean, nobody really wants to find out how fireworks work, right? So, yeah. He was right to throw me out. There's no question about it. So, got to keep the game moving. We got to keep it going.
Are you concerned at all about being suspended or anything of that stuff, given that you've been ejected and suspended in previous? It's been a while, but
it's been a while, hasn't it? Perfect. I'm doing well. Am I worried about getting suspended?
Yeah.
I don't. If I get proposed with that, I'll deal with that. But no, I'm not even thinking about it, to be honest with you. I'm thinking about today's win.
What about the sorry, it's just you signed the autograph ball and seeing that thing. I mean, this is maybe part of that modern baseball fandom that you can see a girl crying in the stands
I
with
know.
a Votto shirt, but you try to do your best to make up for it. What kind of is that process? Did somebody come to you and show it to you?
Well, if this was any other year, I would have had her on the field today, or I would have, somehow snuck into the stands and gone and given her a hug or something like that in street clothes. But it's part of my responsibility to stay in the game, and that's probably the one thing that I can't get too far into accepting responsibility for. I mean, I guess I do, but part of competing is I might get tossed, but then the fans miss out on the opportunity to watch maybe their favorite player. I'm not saying me, but any player, right? Any player that gets tossed, there's a fan out there that misses out, and that bums me out, especially if people hop on planes or travel, rent hotels. I mean, it's important for me it's why I take so much pride in playing every day. It's a big part of it. Of course, I accept the challenge, but there is something to being out there for the fan that makes the trip, or it's the first time. I know I've had plenty of people tell me this is their first game. I play a good game. You're my favorite player. Thanks. And if I'm not playing in the lineup, or if I get tossed, then they miss out on that opportunity. And, a baseball game is a great game to attend, but some people have busy schedules or have limited budgets or what have you. But I want to make sure that everybody feels like if I'm their favorite player, I'm there giving my all for every inning possible. So, that made me sad, but I was glad that our side, Nick Kroll and Rick Stowe were able to spot it, and we were able to get her that ball. That's not to make up for missing out on the game yesterday. So we left her tickets today. So, I hope that she gets to watch the Reds win, and I play well for her.
Joey, you mentioned the ejection and your dad. How would your dad have felt about that whole situation with the little girl and what you guys were able to do, and that part of your game and relationship with the fans?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I was thinking about feeling regret, and did I feel any sort of shame with my emotional outburst? And the answer was probably no. Maybe a little bit with some of the language, but probably no, because I was true to myself. But he would have been very proud of taking care of her and reaching out to them and making sure that wrong was righted. So yeah, for sure that.
At one point yesterday, it looked like a fan was saying something to the dugout. Did you get a sense of that? What did you see in that part of the whole point?
Sorry?
Yesterday, kind of after you got ejected, there was a fan who was kind of like shouting into the dugout. He ended up getting ejected. I was curious, did you see that? Were you involved in that?
Oh, there are a lot of fans shouting things, so I got ejected. I had to go. I wasn't there for that.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you.
Thank you, Joey.